Welcome back to WHITMAS. It's a beautiful day to be alive, and today we're doing a Q&A. I just wanted to quickly say thank you so much for the most overwhelming response to the WHITMAS giveaway this year. I had no idea y'all were gonna be this excited about the scholarship opportunity that Alani Nu and I are offering this WHITMAS. The response was so overwhelming, we've actually decided to add another winner, baby. So instead of 3 $2,500 scholarships, we are now going to be giving away 4 $2,500 scholarships. Now, I had so many questions about this in my first WHITMAS video. This applies to anyone. It is worldwide. Please only enter the giveaway one time because we are reading every single submission. So if you do want to enter the scholarship giveaway, click the link in my description box below. There are a few questions that you have to answer. You know, I'm answering your questions today. You got to answer those questions for the scholarship. Okay. Massive thank you to Alani Nu for $2,500 winners. I mean, come on. I'm so excited. Every single WHITMAS I do a Q&A. Sometimes I do 2 Q&As. I haven't done a Q&A in freaking ever. The last Q&A I've done was in January of this year, so it's been almost an entire year. That was an answering your fitness questions for the new year, so maybe we could do that again this January. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and never forget to subscribe so you never miss a fit tip with Whit again, or a WHITMAS video, because it's 12 days of WHITMAS, baby. Ooh, WHITMAS is here. Ooh, it's WHITMAS time. You coming over for the WHITMAS song? Yeah, you coming over? Look who decided to make an appearance. It's been a while, man. It's been a while, sweet sir. Actually, the first question is about you, so I feel like you should be here to answer it. There was quite a few questions about Navy and Indy, and one of them is, are Navy and Indigo siblings? This is Navy. Navy is my 5-year-old son, my firstborn, my sweet baby angel. I got Navy my senior year of college, and I didn't think I was gonna get a second dog, and it was actually my vet who recommended that we get Navy a friend because he was very sad, he was very lonely. He'll never admit it though. He won't admit it. He would scream bloody murder whenever I'd bring out my suitcase or leave, and he was never left alone, okay? I had like 1,010,000 roommates back then. So anyways, Miss Indy and Navy are half siblings. They have the same dad. Their dad now is Stefan, and I'm their mom, so irrelevant, you know, but you know, biologically they're half siblings. They have the same dad. And once again, Navy will never admit it, but ever since I got Miss Indy, Navy's been a whole new dog, huh? He's so playful and you love her so much and you're never alone. Well, okay, bye. Next question, what would be your advice for finding true love like you have? Can you remember the headspace? So when I met Stefan back in 2016. I had been out of my previous relationship for quite a few months at that point. Like, I took a long hiatus from dating at all, but I finally kind of pushed myself back into the game. If somebody would ask me on a date, instead of immediately turning them down, I would give them a shot. I was going on one-off dates where we would go out once, and then that was it. So that's actually what happened with Stefan and I, is we went on our first date and that was it. I didn't, no interest, okay? We both had absolutely no interest in going on another date, okay? That was one of the worst first dates of my entire life. And I've been on a lot of rough first dates, okay? In Utah, I feel like the dating culture is very different here. You do go on a lot of first dates, okay? That's all I'm saying. I used to get so mad when people would say, you know, when you least expect it, the love of your life will walk into your life. And I was like, yeah, okay, baloney. Okay, I like that phrase, you know. Stefan did come into my life when I least expected it, but I was putting the effort out there to meet new guys. I was asking guys out, guys were asking me out. I would go on plenty of first dates, plenty of last first dates, but I was putting myself out there. Actually, it's funny because after that first date with Stefan, I don't remember going on any other dates until 3 months later when I met Stefan. But you know, it was winter. Nobody's going on first dates in winter, okay? My advice to you is put yourself out there. If you're staying home every single night doing absolutely nothing, I can't tell you that the love of your life is gonna walk into your life, because I don't think he's gonna come to your door, I'll be honest. I will say that I was not looking particularly for a relationship, just like to have some fun, you know? But 2 weeks after, I reeled him in real quick to that relationship, you know? Sucked him in. It's interesting because I still get a ton of questions about keto, but I didn't know anyone was still doing keto. Keto was all the rage last year. I don't feel like it's the rage anymore. So I have 2 questions here. Have you ever tried the keto diet? If so, what was your experience? And another, have you or would you ever try keto? I looked into the keto diet, I did my research on it, and it never felt like keto was the right diet for me. That doesn't mean it's not the right diet for somebody else. I even get comments here on my videos of people who do keto and absolutely love it. So it depends on the person. Do your research, consult a physician before you start any sort of new diet. I've never tried keto, I'll never try keto. I've talked about this before, sorry to be a little bit repetitive, but it's very interesting how many questions I still get about keto. And I still get so many questions about whether or not I'm doing intermittent fasting. I put it in one of my full day of eatings that I was not doing IF anymore, and the reason for that is I just wasn't consuming enough food in that short period of time that you're allowed to eat while doing IF. When I did IF, I truly loved it, but then I stopped and I never thought about it again. I thought this was a very interesting question. Devin asked, what is the event in your life that's had the most impact on who you are today? There's 2 events that really stick out to me. The first one is very personal to me and my family, so I don't talk about that often. I've never talked about it. I don't talk about it with anyone because it makes me cry. I think that first instance that I always think of was a very hard time in my family's life, but I firmly believe that week, even it was just a week, and I know I'm being so mysterious because y'all are like, what the heck are you talking about? But that 1 week, like, I swear my life, I became an adult in this 1 week, okay? The other event that really shaped my life was actually getting kicked off of the cheer team my freshman year of college. Up until that point, I had never faced that sort of rejection and disappointment in myself. Growing up, I did competitive gymnastics. I even cheered in high school. So when I went to college and I made the cheer team, I was just like, right on, let's do this. I haven't talked about this in so long, and I know it sounds so silly to say I got kicked off the cheer team and it's changed my life, but getting kicked off the team was really hard for me because I lost every single friend that I had. I moved to an entire new state for college. I moved here for cheer. My whole freshman year revolved around all of these girls on the team that I became really good friends with, and I lost all of those in an instant. And the whole year after that was really hard for me. I played victim, I laid in bed, I lost all of my friends. I really struggled, and this whole year in my life, not only was I in a very emotionally abusive relationship in my life, but I felt completely worthless. So although this was one of the hardest and darkest parts of my life, my adult life, it completely transformed and shaped me into the woman that I am today, and I'm so grateful that I went through that experience. I never would have found the gym without that experience. I wouldn't be here today without that experience, and I'm so grateful for that. So if you're going through a very dark time in your life, I promise you one day it'll all make sense. I'm not saying everything happens for a reason. I'm just saying that one day it'll all make sense and it will all come full circle. I got so many questions about how I'm dealing with being off of the pills. I got off birth control in February. At that point, I was on the pill for just over 2.5 years, I believe. But to answer the question of how I'm doing after getting off the pill, girl, I'm a whole new woman. I am back. Listen, the pill ruined my life, okay? I'm not trying to be dramatic. I have never felt so not myself than I did when I was on the pill last year. So as soon as I got off the pill, I immediately, within days, I'm talking days, maybe 1 or 2 days, I immediately felt a million times better and felt more like myself. There are some rocky areas about getting off the pill, okay? One of those being acne. Listen, I heard the rumors that 6 to 8 months after you get off the pill, the acne, okay, the post-birth control acne was horrendous, and they weren't wrong, okay? I didn't believe y'all. I didn't believe any of you. I didn't. I really didn't. I said, listen, I didn't have acne before the pill. Why would I have it after? Well, listen, 6 to 8 months, holy heckin' bah, like massive undergrounders. If you go to my skin in my last Get Ready With Me, that was like the wrap up of the bad breakouts that I was facing, but it was rough. It was rough. Miss Indy. I still get a few breakouts here and there. When I was on the pill, I never, ever had any skin issues. So the negatives of post-birth control, A, my periods are back to being freaking painful, okay? Second of all, the post-pill acne, it was rough, huh? That's it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Your mom's back, huh? Whoa, you did? Whoa, she did. There's so many questions about Stefan, which I find interesting because I don't talk about Stefan often, but this question is from Anna, and she asked, how did you know Stefan was the one? I know Stefan is the one for me because Stefan is my best friend. When Stefan walks in here at the end of the day, if he's coming over that day, I immediately just feel so much happier. I'll be so sad or I'll be angry, and he always knows how to put a smile on my face, and that's what I want for the rest of my life. okay? I want him. I love him so much. He's so good to me, you know? Also, what really sealed the deal, a couple months ago, Stefan left town. He took a boys' weekend to a football game with one of his friends, and it was the first time in the longest time that I have been here over a weekend without him, and I have never in my entire life been so bored. I didn't know what to do with myself. You should have seen me. This is me all weekend. Maybe, Indy, you want to do anything, or? Nope, just me, okay. Bored out of my mind, okay? That's when I realized I really need Stefan, okay? I always say to myself, if me and Stefan break up, I'll be fine. I was fine without him before. I'll be fine without him after. I take back saying that. I think it'd be really rough on me. I know I've talked about this before, but I still get so many questions on whether or not I'm planning on getting another dog. No way, Jose, okay? 2 is a perfect pair. 3 is a crowd. That's what my dog trainer said. Every time there's another dog in my house, Navy gets so possessive and protective of Indy. It's so stinking cute, but it's not appropriate, but it's so stinking cute. So I'm really happy with 2. I don't want a 3rd dog. I will not get a 3rd dog. Navy and Indy are so happy. Okay, just, I can't mess with their relationship, you know? What if I bring another dog in and there's just too much jealousy happening? We can't deal with that. Gabby asks, have you ever had any under the knife cosmetic surgeries? Yes, I have, Gabby. I did a whole video about this, but when I was 17, 16, I was a junior in high school. I had just turned 17 and I decided to go under the knife, girl, okay? They slit open my ears and I got an otoplasty. An otoplasty is ear pinning surgery, so they go in and they reshape the cartilage of your ears. I used to not have this bend in my cartilage right here, which made my ears protrude. I grew up being called Dumbo. I had always been so insecure about my ears. I would always get teased for them. Every gymnastics competition, your hair is like pinned back. Girls would tease me all the time about my stick out ears. I hated them. I hated being called Dumbo. It wasn't funny to me, okay? So my mom and dad were so supportive of it. They actually offered it to me before I was 17 and I was too scared to do it. And then when I was 16, I went under anesthesia to have 2 of my teeth pulled. And then after I went under anesthesia once, I was like, listen, I can do this. So when I was 17, I finally got brave enough, got my ears done. I remember posting a status on Facebook, getting my ears done tomorrow. I was so excited about it, okay? Easiest thing I've ever done. I don't ever think about my ears at all anymore. I'm so happy I did it. I hated my ears. I hated how badly they stuck out. Easiest recovery ever. Listen, if you yourself want to get something done and you know it's gonna make you happier and you're doing it for the right reasons, okay? You're doing it to make you happy, not others happy, then do it. Do whatever the heck and bob you want. I'm not really sure why people think that they can tell you what you can do with your own body. Very confusing to me. All I'm saying, I hated my ears. I thought about my ears all the time. Every time I pulled my hair back, I would look at my ears in the mirror and I absolutely hated them. So they sliced the back of my ear, all the skin like folds right here. They rearranged my cartilage so that I have this little flap right here and then they sew it back up. Love it. Never think about my ears. That is my only under the knife surgery. Besides getting my teeth pulled, but listen, they were rotten, I had to. Next question is, why are you waiting till marriage to move in with Stefan? We talked about it, that's just what we both want. Growing up, my parents didn't live together before they got married, so that's always been my mindset. I'm so excited to marry Stefan one day and move in and have this whole chapter. It's so exciting. We get married, we move in with each other, and it will just be this whole exciting new chapter in our lives that we get to start together, and I'm so excited for that. We're in absolutely no rush. When I think about marrying somebody, I think of starting my life with them and starting a whole new chapter with them, and moving in together with them is in that chapter, you know? So I'm so excited, but we just made the decision and we've just stuck to it. So there's no crazy reason. It's just, we're excited for that chapter in our lives together, and that chapter will come when we get married. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is driving into the sun, okay? My eyes are way too sensitive for that and I can't see anything. Nothing's worse than when you're sitting at a light and you can't even see the light because the sun's shining into your eyeballs. Hate it. Hate it so much. Grinds my freaking gears so badly. Just the thought of it. Mackenzie asks, would you ever go brunette? No, absolutely not. Nope, no way in heck and bob. In high school, I went brunette and I absolutely hated it, okay? We're never going back there, never. Krista asks, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start a YouTube channel? My biggest piece of advice is just do the dang thing. If there's something that you want to do, just start. Just do it. Okay, Nike. It's not an ad. I've been watching YouTube since high school. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel and I never did because of the fear of people making fun of me. I was embarrassed. I was just too scared to do it. And you can't think like that, okay? If there's something you want to do, don't let the opinions of others stop you from doing it. Just do it. Do what makes you happy, man. That's my biggest piece of advice, is just to start. Don't overthink it. You can make an entire YouTube video on your phone, edit on your phone, and upload it. So that's my biggest piece of advice. Do it. Stay true to you. Create content that you want to create, and people will see that and they will love you for that. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this WHITMAS Q&A. If you like these Q&As, I'm kind of thinking about doing my next Get Ready With Me with a Q&A in it. Let me know if you want to see that, or just a Q&A, or just to Get Ready With Me. Get Ready With Me with a Q&A, or just to Get Ready With Me. I can't decide. You let me know. I also have an entire video of every single Q&A video I've ever posted, so I'll put that somewhere here. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to go enter the scholarship. I love you guys so much, and until next time, I will see you next time.